Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Joanna and this is my creative corner where I color and create my thematic color palettes. I've just started this double spread layout from Dark Fairy Tales by Kirby Rosanes. I'm preparing the base layer with my favorite Crayola wax crayons. But in today's video I want to talk about the benefits of coloring that I heard nobody actually talking about, the ones that I personally experienced throughout my coloring journey. My hope is that this might help to some of you, I'm sorry, find your coloring mojo again, or maybe experiment more in your projects to find your way of coloring, to find your style, or maybe even to start coloring for the first time ever. Before we begin, please remember that it is an adult coloring channel and the content is not intended for children. This video also includes mentions of grief and alcohol and trauma, so I'm sorry again. If these topics are triggering you for any reason, you might just want simply to skip this one. And let's start from the beginning. I began coloring as an adult around 2019. Back then it was, a very unintentional hobby. I had other more absorbing things to do. But from time to time I would, grab my colored pencils that I had at the time and fill in a few blank spaces. It gave me a bit of stress relief and a short-lasting sense of fulfillment. My interest in coloring grew slowly during the chaotic COVID years and then peaked in 2023, which for me was an incredibly difficult year. I experienced several personal losses. I was grieving deeply and grieving really hard. I lost my two beloved dogs and my dad, one after another, like month after the month. At some point, I was genuinely afraid to start a new month because I simply feared I would, lose someone else. On top of that, I quit my job because my employer wanted me to work even more than I had originally agreed to. Are you coming? Come on. My cat is about to come. What was I saying? I quit my job because my employer wanted me to work more than it was contracted. And at the time I desperately needed that space to grieve and cope with my losses. I told you she's coming. And because I didn't have that painful blessing of putting my dogs peacefully away to sleep. Their passing was truly traumatic and completely nerve-wracking. I was fighting till the end, and there wasn't any happy end. Shortly after losing my last dog, I started playing with colors more, like totally unintentionally. Not to create anything, especially not anything meaningful, but simply, to kill the emptiness, just to do something. And I noticed that working with dark, cool, deep shades that you could label as spooky were bringing me some kind of sense of peace and tranquility, and I started to feel a little bit better. And that's actually how I started to work on my color palettes, and that's how the first collection that you might know as Spooky Halloween Color Palette book was born. The book is still available on Amazon though, if you want to explore it. Throughout my adult life, I've only had something you would call healthy addictions, if any addiction can be healthy. For example, I used to be addicted to physical effort. I would go to training every day. like Monday to Friday, sometimes throughout the weekend. And if I lost my session, I would generally feel bad, both physically and psychologically, until I went to the gym again. And in 2023, while dealing with all those losses and difficult emotions, I couldn't keep up with my training for various reasons. So I kind of lost my main outlet for stress and frustration and anxiety, and I had trouble falling asleep and staying asleep. So I developed a new habit, less healthy one. I started drinking my favorite craft beer every evening. Like this beer is stronger than regular mass-produced beers, and one beer that was perfectly enough to knock me out for a few hours, and that became my coping mechanism throughout 2023 and most of 2024, entire 2024. And simply, more often than not, I would grab my beer in the evening just to relax and fall asleep. And now, as 2025 is coming to end, I realized something. I realized that I quit that habit without even noticing. Somewhere throughout the year, I just stopped keeping beer in my fridge. And what changed is that at the beginning of the year, I started playing with crayons. You might still find my videos from that time on my channel. Ironically, I started to play with crayons while sipping my New Year's wine, and that's how I realized while drinking wine that a blending stamp, my cat played with it a couple minutes ago. I don't know where is it. Where is my blending stamp? Here it is. Okay. But a blending stamp is a great tool to blend in Crayola wax crayons, and that kind of triggered my crayon explorations. A few weeks later, as I continued experimenting, I developed my signature mixed media approach, and I think that that's the moment where real magic actually started to happen. If this is your first time watching my channel, you should know that my crayon-based mixed media method is really messy, especially in the beginning, and somewhat unpredictable. And the only stable factor is the color palette and the mood atmosphere that I want to create on my page. And that unpredictability is what makes it exciting, at least to me. And I truly don't know how the page will turn out until it's finished. And this process, like building the page layer by layer, adding and lifting the pigment, and enhancing colors and shading, and adding shimmer and sparkles, it's so absorbing that I forget all my cravings I used to have. Like, the beer is one thing, but also, sugar, cookies, all kind of snacks, and mind you God, even Netflix. Like, this year I watched the fewest series ever. I know I saw Daryl Dixon spin-offs because I'm a huge fan of the Walking Dead series, but I don't remember watching much more. And long story short, I feel like coloring has completely changed my brain chemistry because my creative process is so absorbing, like my cat, and emotionally stimulating, especially with the mood oriented thematic color palettes that I've curated specifically for my pages. It engages me completely and gives my brain the same kind of reward signals that it used to associate with other stimulants, the bad one that I used to take. And when I say it engages me fully, I really mean it. Like, if you watched my videos where I show the coloring process behind my pages, you might have noticed that the last scenes are sometimes missing, and that's actually that they are not missing. I just didn't record them because in the final 15-20 minutes I'm so focused on finishing the page. I'm flipping the supplies, piling them around the page, that I totally stop caring about the camera. And once the page is finally finished, I can actually fall asleep. And usually I'm so drained in the good way that I only have some strength left to walk my other dog that I adopted in the meantime. And guys, I wanted to share my story because I wanted to encourage you to experiment. I love my messy process, even though I know it's not for everyone. And that's perfectly fine. We are all different, and that's what makes creativity so exciting. But maybe there is something you've been wanting to try in your own coloring journey, and for some reason you've kept putting it off. So, since Christmas is coming, I'm telling you, like adult to adult, take your shot. Try the thing, do it differently, and don't be afraid to cross those black lines. In my opinion, these blacks these black lines are there to be crossed, to be played with, to be pushed, to be explored. And I am wishing you many, many fascinating moments in your creative journey. And if any part of my experience resonates with you, or if you have discovered your own unexpected benefits from coloring, please share them in the comments below because it may help someone else more than you realize. So, thank you for watching, and until next time, bye bye. Thank you.